Each year, Microsoft Research hosts hundreds of influential speakers from around the world, including leading scientists, renowned experts in technology, book authors, and leading academics, and makes videos of these lectures freely available.
I think we have this phenomenon here that's just appeared, and it's been growing wild for not many years. It's, I think, about 3 or 4 years since the first time I became aware of it was at ETech a few years ago. And in fact, I have just started facing what all other professors are facing in classrooms now, which is, they talk about everything to distraction in universities, about making decisions. Nobody really made a decision. They just installed Wi-Fi, and all of this stuff is happening out there. And I personally believe that there is a role for educators to try to help the students learn how to use the media that they're using. And I would propose to this group in regard to the back channel that there may be things that we can do with the back channel that we are not doing, that in fact leaving it wild may be fun and may, in fact, lead to something interesting, but in the long run, I think there's a great opportunity to learn how to cultivate it. And this would be a great group to start looking at what kind of affordances and rituals and roles might improve or channel the back channel in some other way. That's just something that just came up here. It's what I wasn't intending to speak about. Don't have a presentation. I do have a request for assistance, and those of you who may know something about this, please contact me about it. I became aware of this when Larry Brilliant won the TED Award this year. The TED Award is $100,000 and the opportunity to lobby a bunch of rich and influential people about some wish that you might have. Larry Brilliant is an interesting guy. He was the co-founder of The Well with Stuart Brand. He delivered the first baby on Alcatraz when they were occupied by the American Indian movement. Spent 10 years in India inoculating people against smallpox, was part of the team that eradicated smallpox. He co-founded Seva.org, which sponsors eye operations in Asia. I think a couple of million of them so far with Wavy Gravy and Ram Dass. He was the short-lived CEO of Cometa, that strange Wi-Fi company that was, I think, Intel and AT&T, and is now the head of Google.org with a $1 billion endowment. So I think that this crazy plan he has some very serious backing to it and will probably happen, whether it works or not. The plan is based on a group in Canada that was the first to detect the SARS epidemic. They actually alerted the world public health community to the fact that a new disease was emerging very quickly because they had a crawler that looked at 20,000 websites in 7 languages and did some kind of data mining looking for instances of reports that could be indicative of the emergence of a new disease. And they were, in fact, successful. Larry has enlisted not only Google, but Omidyar Network, and I think Gates Foundation as well, in expanding this to, instead of 20,000 websites in 7 languages, 20 million websites in 70 languages, and not only looking for emerging diseases, but the first signs of famine. And first of all, alert the public health community, which has learned since SARS and around bird flu how to coordinate on a global level. But he's also, he asked me to think about this, and I'm passing the problem on to you. We've got billions of mobile phones in the world. We've got all of this text messaging everywhere. How might we enlist that power, not only to alert via SMS the public health providers and first responders in those places, but to enlist all of those people as being early detection monitors and to somehow enlist them in in relief. Similar to the way the tsunami blog that Dina was involved with enlisted a lot of self-organized coordination. There are, of course, huge problems about this. And that's where I would enlist some help. So when it gets to the point where Larry asked me not to just think about this, but to come up with some recommendations, any of you who are interested in being contacted about brainstorming what some of these problems are and how they might be overcome, send me an email and I'll contact you at that time. But I think there's a small chance that we would have a large opportunity to do something very useful on the backs of technologies that are being deployed and used anyway.